Hey, happy Thanksgiving. I wanted to jump in here just for a few minutes to encourage you guys before you head into Thanksgiving. I want to encourage you to take tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving, to just sit down and do a little bit of reflection, to say to yourself, stop, challenge, choose. We know we're headed into Thanksgiving. We know there's going to be delicious goodies. We know there's going to be pumpkin pie and whatever. And what I want you to do is to zoom out and not focus on the food, but to zoom out and focus on what you want to do. We have a plan. It is not a prison. And so, but I also want to tell you, you are not victim to Thanksgiving. Okay. Thanksgiving is a holiday. We get to enjoy our families. We get to just be together. And so the first thing I want you to do is to just take time to journal a little bit. What do I want most versus what do I want right now? Taking a little bit of time. If what you want most is to give into some potatoes, have a little bit of stuffing, then you know what? Do that. And then the next day, don't give in to the leftovers, just rinse and repeat. Repeat the steps that you know. Here's the thing. What we end up doing is we end up going into autopilot and our old habits come all back. And when they do that, we head into Thanksgiving, we forgot to plan. We start kind of gorging ourselves, overfilling our plates, eating kind of all day long. We screw up that day, so then we go the next day and we kind of gorge and we repeat it. And then meanwhile, we walk towards Christmas, and so we continue on the cycle, and then we throw a whole month out over 2 days worth of bad meals. And here's the deal. If you chose 2 days to not honor your plan, but every other day you did, you know what? It's going to be okay. But it's a matter of getting in control of your choices and focusing on the habits that you want to create. This is your health journey. It's not mine. And so you just have to decide in advance what you want most. And here's what you need to know. If you give in to some of those yummy goodies, if you give in to the pumpkin pie, it may throw you out of fat burn. That's not a shame thing. That's just helping you to know, get an education of what is happening in your body. That food will be used as fuel in your body for up to 4 days, which means it'll take you about 4 days to get back into fat burn. You may experience headache, sluggishness, even just feeling hungry again. But all of that's normal, and just get back on the plan and work it. So here's a couple of other tips. For me, I have a really yummy green bean casserole recipe that I found that is totally safe on plan. I'm going to have that. I'm going to have some turkey. I'm going to have a pumpkin cheesecake that I found that is on plan using the Optavia brownies. I'm pretty dang excited about that. I'm going to use some mashed potatoes from their cauliflower mashed potatoes that I found at Trader Joe's. I'm super excited about. And I'm going to use a rice cauliflower stuffing that I found there as well. Even though it's not fully on plan, it has cranberries in it. I know it's still a healthier choice than everything else. But you know what? My family makes the best dip that we eat during the day while we watch football, and I'm going to give in and have a little bit of that. And I know that it may throw me out of fat burn, and I'm okay with that. But I decided in advance to do it so that I am not victim to my choices. I choose to eat this way that day, and then the next day I'm going to pick right back up where I left off. A couple of other things that you can do is when you're cooking, if you kind of give into that train of like, take a bite of this, taste this, we end up adding extra calories all day long. My encouragement to you is to chew gum while you cook, because if you got gum in your mouth that tastes disgusting, you put mashed potatoes and gum together, disgusting. So don't go there. So chew gum while you cook. And then if you're in a grazing zone where maybe your family puts crackers and cheese and tons of stuff out, if you're in that grazing zone, hold a water bottle in your dominant hand while you're around those kind of areas, and you'll realize that you don't actually reach for the food quite as often because your dominant hand is full. It's one small thing that you can do. The other thing is, I am going into Thanksgiving and I am saying to myself, I this year want to focus on the traditions that my family has that are not revolved around the turkey and the mashed potatoes. And I started discovering that there's a whole lot more to my family than turkey, even though we're a bunch of turkeys, right? So I am focused on the tradition of that we watch the Rose, or is it the Rose Parade, the Thanksgiving Day Parade together, and we look at the Thanksgiving ads, and we love to do that. And I'm focused more on being present with my family there. And so because I'm doing that, I ordered my Thanksgiving dinner from Rayleigh's. I know it's crazy, but I totally did it. And I'm feeling really great about it, because now I'm not food focused, now I'm family focused, and I'm staying present with them. And so that's really my goal here. But I am still giving in a little bit that day, because there are some food traditions that I kind of want to give into. So anyways, so everything that I could tell you is really just decide in advance what you're going to do. Spend time on your health journey deciding instead of going back to old habits. And then remember, we have 2 days, Christmas and Thanksgiving, that are hard days of tons of food. If you mess up 2 days, but you work your plan the rest of the time, you are not whacking yourself out. so you're better than you were last year. With that, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and that you are able to see some really amazing moments that are not about the food this year. You are doing a great job. Just protect your progress, stay the path, and stay focused on your mindset. I'll talk to you soon.